Hey guys, it's Rhonda with Got Junk in Our Trunk Estate Services, and I thought I would bring you a video today. I went to garage sales yesterday with my mom, and it's going to be an interesting haul.
Yes, it's hot today, and you get me with no makeup. My mom looks better. Hey, Mom.
Not much.
My mom always looks better. So we're going to see if we can find some yard sales. We've already found a few. I found a couple of things that I'll put in a haul video in a couple or 3 days or whenever I get around to it. At this last one, I ran into a Wrangler brand rodeo shirt that looks practically brand new. Still has the extra button and inside plastic and all of that inside the pocket, so that's pretty cool. It probably hasn't even been washed. Tag feels crispy, so. But it is blazing hot, even though it's not as hot as it was yesterday. It's blazing hot in the south. It's always hot in July. I also found two of the Texas Instrument graphing calculators, the TI-84, which was a good score. She had $10 a piece on them. And I asked her if she'd take 15 for both, and she said, I certainly will. And I whipped out the last of my cash, so we've got to go by the bank and get some cash too. So. But we're riding in my mom's new car. We're testing it out. Woohoo! Yeah. Mom's woohooing over having a new car, so we're testing it out. It's got plenty of room back in the back, and we're not going to get big stuff, we don't think anyway. So we'll see what we end up with, and I'll try and film at a couple of the yard sales too. I won't guarantee anything. You know how people are, they're kind of funny about you filming, so we'll see you later. Careful now, there's a step right here. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of dangerous for somebody that doesn't know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
If you say the other one.
Okay. It's similar, but it's not the same, is it?
I saw that she's moving.
Oh,
so.
here we go. No, that one matches.
That
one matches this one.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. It takes a village, Mom. Okay, so that was a good sale. This lady said that she had never had a sale before, and she was trying to figure out, was the traffic normal and all of that. And we had a good discussion. And I looked through, well, first Mom looked through some of the clothes. She found a little Hawaiian shirt, which I'll show in a haul video too, but we got that for 50 cents with the Aloha on the front. And new in the box, Alaskan. Oh, Mom's looking. Like, what you're shopping? Oh, good. Okay, I'll send you to my eBay store. Salt and pepper, you know. The lady had $1 on it, but she ended up taking 50 cents on it. And then I had pulled out a lot of jewelry, which, you know, I can get pretty good money on Etsy or whatever. And everything that I had pulled out except the statement necklace and the statement bracelet that's in here, I'd already pulled it aside, and it was all sterling silver. And so I started looking at a lot of the jewelry, and probably 3/4 or more of the jewelry that she had was sterling silver. And she was doing $1/4 a piece on them, so I just asked her if she would take $10 for all of it, plus $2 for the bag that I had already pulled apart, that she gave me a deal on. And she said yeah. So I got a lot of sterling in here, and I'll show it in a haul video, probably just a jewelry haul, but like even these are sterling. Oh, Mom's looking again.
My goodness, I didn't realize it was sterling.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, yeah. And as if the bins weren't cheap enough, guess what? Mine are remodeling. They're going to close for 2 weeks after today. And so everything is 50% off in the store today. Woo-hoo. Let's see what we can find. So we went through the bin store a couple of times. I think I went through 3 times. Mom flaked out after 2.
Yeah, I did.
We found some good stuff. There was still some stuff that was there. Given that we didn't get there until like 12:30, I thought we did pretty good. So we're heading back towards the house and gonna see what's going on there, I guess. But I got several things that I'll be able to flip pretty easy. And Mom got some woohoo. Did you get some woohoo things?
Yes, I did.
I think she's had a margarita on the way too. I'll show you what's going on in a video. It's coming soon.
Okay, so we're back from garage sales, and I've gotten cleaned up and fixed myself an iced coffee. Yes, it looks light because I'm a sissy drinker. I'm sorry. I am. But it's like 100 degrees outside. Well, 99, I think, and it's around 104 heat index. So I just figured if I put it in my Christmas cup, it would help, right? So I'm going to do a haul video and show you what we got at the yard sales. Mom bought some things for herself, and she took them home with her, and it was just some little clothing items and things like that. So I'm just going to show you what I got to do some resale on. And we had a really good day. I don't have the amount in front of me. I usually keep a ticket on it and things like that, and I don't have it here, so I'll have to search it out in all of my stuff. I may run across it during the haul video. I don't know, but I know it was well under $50 that I spent at yard sales this morning. We ended up going to a community sale and probably hit about 8 or 9 there, something like that. We also went to some that were within maybe a mile and a half of my house. As hot as it was, I was really surprised that there were that many out, because when it gets hot in South Haven, Mississippi, outside of Memphis, Tennessee, it gets hot. People don't usually get out. And if they do, they only have their yard sales for about 2.5 hours, which is highly unusual. In the fall, they'll have them all day long or until people quit coming early into the evening or whatever. So, but we did get out. We got out about 7 o'clock, which is a typical time for us. We got out about 7 o'clock, grabbed us a drink to take with us all day, and we ended up going to yard sales, and then we ended up hitting the bin store up. We went to the Goodwill outlet in Hernando, Mississippi, which is not far from my house, and they are going to close down for 2 weeks starting on Sunday of this week, and they will be closed down for 2 weeks and doing some remodeling, and then they're going to open back up, have a grand opening, and they're going to take less per pound on that particular day, and then they're going to go back to their regular prices, which I was kind of surprised at. I was glad to hear that. I was a little bit afraid that they were going to go up on some of their poundage, which they may towards Christmas time. They may just not do it now. But when we went in and got things today, there was lines everywhere. We had people all over the place, and as you can see, you know, in the little video that I took, and we have people just all over the place and all of that, but they had a lot of their staff on there, but the whole back room was totally empty by the time that we got there, and had people pulling pallets out and, you know, all kinds of things prior to us getting there. I was glad that we went on to the yard sales first, because the bin store, I'm sure that they've let the stock get down, the inventory get down, and I had noticed that over the last couple of weeks in anticipation of this close down. So when we went in there, they had half price of everything. Our bins run at $1.79 a pound right now, which is high to be out and considered in the boonies down here, but they ran them for half off yesterday, so I did find a few things, so I'll let you know. Hold on just a minute. Alright, gotta grab some stuff. Alright, this is the first things that I'm going to show you. I'll just go real quickly, and I'll try to remember what I paid for each thing. Some things I got in a bundle price. So, picked up a little cute tin. It's not anything old or anything like that, but it's something that'll sell in my antique booth. I got $1 for this. Also found a John Deere, and It's still covered, still has plastic on it and everything. It's a little bent out of shape and stuff like that, but people love stuff like that down here. So, and I think I got a quarter for that as well. Got this clock. It needs some repair. It actually will run, but I picked it up at the same place that I picked up the tin. It's a Joe Cool, and this needs to be put back in place here. The heat, I'm sure from it just sitting out at the yard sale, it probably slid off of there. I actually could probably sell it as is, but I'll try and repair it if I can. It does have a bit of damage here, but that's not going to make a difference to somebody, especially considering that I got 50 cents for it. Also picked this up, and some of this was a little bundle, you know. This is Betsy Johnson. It's a cell phone bling. It's to bling out your phone. I'll probably put it with a couple of Betsy Johnson things, or I may even throw it in as a customer happy if somebody buys one of my Betsy Johnson items. So I think I gave a dime for that if I remember right. A little salt and pepper shaker set. I think you saw that, you know, when I was looking for it. The lady had $1 on it, and I ended up giving 50 cents for it. These are brand new. It's an Alaskan one. Alaskan theme, anyway. And at one sale, I got these, which I was tickled to death with. I got 3 of the packs of magic cards. And they're all here. It's complete sets on those. And I haven't been through them or anything like that. I'm going to let my son-in-law do that. He's a former magic player, so he'll go through those for me and tell me what I might want to sell individually, or if I want to sell it in a pack, what to price it at. I'll let him look up the market on that, but they're in good shape. Of course, they've been opened, but they're in like new condition. I gave a quarter a pack for those, so I was really excited to get those. That was a good deal. Coffee. Then I picked this up. I'm going to put it in. I've got 3 or 4 of these. They came in like a little baking kit. I don't remember if it was Hershey's or something like that. Put out this, and I think you did a cookie in it or something along those lines. And of course, it's cast iron. It's an inexpensive little piece. I gave a quarter for. I'll probably put a couple of those together and just kind of sell as a little set. Somebody could do a 1 egg or something in it. It's sticky and needs to be cleaned up. I got these, which is fun. I actually got these at the bin store. And so normally our shoes are $2 a pair, but these were $1. I thought those were cute. And of course, it's got wear and things like that. The zippers work on both of them. They need a little bit of soap on them or something like that, you know, to make them work a little bit better. But I think somebody would like those even for decor in a little boy's room. Like I said, I gave $1 for those. This came back to the yard sales again. This came from one of the yard sales. It's a purse. It's gotten hot, you know, it kind of sank in the heat. But it's like a bustier. And it zips and opens in the top. I got a quarter for that. And like I've said, I always buy the little bras and things like that. I found this at the bin store. And of course, I paid for all of my bin store. In fact, I can probably find it. Let's see. At the bin store, on the things that I'm showing you, I ended up paying, let's see. They weighed out some of my soft goods, which is like any of the clothing or anything like that, any of the textiles and things like that. I had one textile piece that was 1.4 pounds, so I paid $1.25 for that. And then the major part of the textiles that you'll see, you know, and this will be included in it, it's one of the small items that I had, was 9.7 pounds, not quite 10 pounds. And so I gave $8.49 for that. And I'll go on and show you the receipt. You can see that $12.30 was my total So, of course, it would have been twice that. And I had a couple of good-sized bags out of that. So that was good for it to have been picked over, and they were in the last 2 hours of the day. So I thought we did pretty good. Mom found a few things, too. So, and at that price, if they don't fit or don't fit like you want it to, or don't really, you wear it for a little while and it's like, you know, you can always sell it. I got this Playboy Bunny bra. It's a smaller size. I think it's a 32. Nope, 34. 34B. So I pulled that out of the bin, so that was included in that 9.7. Found this is at a yard sale, and I'll need to do a little repair on it. This has come loose here, but I can do a repair with that. I always keep fabric glue so that I can take care of any the issues like that or anything, but needs a little bit of cleanup, so I'll clean that up. But I gave 50 cents for this. They like John Deere down here. And I bought from a lady that I bought from before. She usually has a July 4th sale, and they weren't able to have it over the 4th of July, and so they had it this weekend, and I kind of hated it for her. They didn't have as much traffic as they normally do, because it's people down the driveway and everywhere. It's almost like an estate sale. But they have booths at a couple or 3 different places in town, I think, and they end up kind of clearing out their inventory and rotating their inventory once a year, and it's usually in July. So they bring a lot of things that were priced, and it's still got the prices on it and things like that, and they put it out at their sale, and then they sell it at greatly reduced prices. They sell it usually for about 20% of what they had, so an 80% difference. But they had these. I got 2, and this is the heart rate watch, and of course, I had my eBay app on my phone, and so I just scanned this. I'm not on Amazon right now. I may end up doing that sometime in the future when I don't have 1 or 2 of my antique booths that I'm dealing with and things like that. There's only so much of Rhonda. I've got to kind of pan it out, you know, there and kind of diversify only a little bit. So I may end up doing Amazon at some point in time on some of this type of thing, you know, if I can get vetted in that area. But I put this in on eBay, and right now the sold prices are between $15 and $18, something like that a piece, and both of these are brand new in the box. I gave $1 a piece for these. And this was just, I was so excited about these. See? This lady was a math teacher, and so she had these out. These, because I ended up with 2 of them. She had $10 a piece on them. And I asked her if I took both of them, if she would take 15, which she did. And of course, this is the graphing calculator. It's the TI-84 Plus. They both do work. They both come on. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. I think so. And of course, she showed me, I'm sure, thought that I was purchasing it for myself, you know, and so she showed me some of the functions and things like that. If I do need to send something like that to somebody, or if I end up selling something like this on OfferUp or something, I can attach a video and do that. But then it's got, both of them have the cover, you know, that go over the front of it. And right now they're trending at around $40 a piece on those. And like I said, I got both of them for 15. So it's really exciting. And this, I don't know why I got it. I just did. I just thought it was cool. But anyway, you put it over your head, which I will not do because my hair looks bad enough today. But you do this, and then of course it's got the little places that you can see right here. And it's coming up to that time of the year. It's got like a strap here where you can strap it around your head and stuff like that. So I figured there would be somebody that would love that. Yeah, somebody will love that. Probably my grandkids first. Oh, all right. So So all of those came from yard sales. I gave 50 cents for him. And then I went to this yard sale, and she had several pieces of jewelry out. I started to say furniture. Where did that come from? She didn't even have no furniture. She had several pieces of jewelry, and so I had pulled aside all that was in this little bag, and she had kind of bagged it up for me, and she told me, she says, they're all $1/4 a piece. So I started looking, and I'll show you a few of these, but I'll probably do a separate jewelry haul and show you the actual pieces that I got. But I found, let's see, I can find it here. And she just wrote on the outside of it, I had 13 items in here, so, you know, she was up to a certain point on those or whatever, but just, you know, a little cuff bracelet type of thing. Needs a little repair, but I'll be able to repair that again with my fabric glue and stuff. So I thought, well, at $1/4 a piece, oh my goodness, I'll definitely make my money. And I'm sure it's down in there, and I won't waste time digging for pairs if I don't see them right away. But like I said, I'll end up. But I mean, things like this, something like that. Those are so cute. What do you think? I gotta keep those. And let me just show you a couple more. They're more statement type earrings, this type of thing. Cute. And so anyway, I had a lot of those, and like this was sterling. I found a couple or three of these. Another statement necklace type of thing. You can see that. Just pretty, you know, a lot of pretty stuff. Well, anyway, she had that sitting there. You know, like another piece. This is like, I think this probably is something similar to like a bolo slide. It's not a bolo slide, but it, you know, scarf slide or something like that. And it is engraved, but people will buy that. But that's silver. That's sterling. Little witch earrings. Halloween. Okay, so anyway, I had those set aside, and then I started looking through some of the other jewelry that was on a separate table, and I thought, oh, that one's sterling. And so I pulled aside one, and then I put aside another one, and then I put aside a third one, and I just kept pulling them aside, and I was like, okay, these are all marked sterling, and I kept on and on and on, and finally I went, you know, she told me $1/4 a piece on them, and I turned around to her and I said, how much would you take if I just take all the jewelry? Which is what I commonly do, but only if it's pretty good jewelry. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on costume jewelry that's just, you know, that I'm only going to make $2 or $3 off of. Now, if I can make around 20, you know, off of it or something like that, I might do that. And I've got a ton of jewelry in my storage right now, so I didn't really want to add to, you know, the bargain pile. But she said, well, and she kind of stood there, and it was like she started to say 10, and I said 10, and I said, would you do 10 for that? Because she said, do you think that's fair? And I said, I think that's very fair. And so I said, I'd like to include the other, and she hesitated a minute, and I said, but I tell you what, I said, how about 12 for all of it? And she took 12 for all of it. So I got some other bracelets like this one, you know, it's brand new, sapphire. It's just pretty. And like I said, I'll show you that in a separate video because I think it would be fun to go through these. Tanya on Thrifty Treasures goes through her jewelry jars. I'm going to go through my Walmart bag and show you all my stuff. But I got this whole bag of jewelry, and a good portion of it is sterling. And I got all of that for $12. So it's about the equivalent of what would be a jewelry jar. Not quite, maybe. But I'm really excited about that. So I'll show you that at a future date. Now, what else? Okay, real quickly, I'll show you the clothing that I got. And all of this clothing came from yard sales, okay? And unless I'm mistaken, I think I have one sweater in there that I paid $1 for, and everything else was 50 cents. So I got American Eagle jeans. Nice jeans. Like I said, all 50 cents. And those were men's. Got Levi's 550s for 50 cents. Got a Tommy Hilfiger. It's for a little boy. It's got the flag. I think it's a, if I remember right, it was some type of medium down in there, so it's for a little boy. Another Tommy. It's a sweater. It's a small. And that wasn't the dollar one. That was the 50-cent one. Pair of Dockers. And these are nice. I don't know that they've even been worn. If they have been, they've been worn very little because these are black. And of course, black, I don't know if you can't see it on the camera, but these are nice and dark. Kind of have that sizing feel, you know. American Eagle Outfitters. Nice shorts. So I'll get those up on there fast. Got a chaps. And this one's a large. Nice polo shirt. All the collars, you know, I always check the collars and things. They might have a seam or a crease where they've been folded, but I'll check to make sure that they're not discolored or anything. So, got another pair of Levi's. These are $5.50. Those $5.50s or $5.50? Yeah, $5.50. Another pair of $5.50s. Here's my dollar sweater. Can you hear it? Ho, ho, ho. Okay. As they say, ugly Christmas sweaters sell. And so I'll be putting these up right away because people will start buying them right away. I've already got people that have asked about them. That and Halloween costumes. So you need to get those up. If they're not up, they need to be up. If you're an eBay lister. I got $1 for that. And that was a Studio brand. I got this. Let's see if I see a brand. Yeah, Ocean Pacific. I thought it was. I started to say that, but I've been proven wrong too many times. So let's see how this goes. It's black, like mesh, and it's got the color on the other side. That's cute. And I think I gave 50 cents for that. If I remember right, like I said, all the rest of these were 50 cents a piece. Extra large. My mom found this and brought it to me. She said, "Here's a Hawaiian shirt." Because she knows it, depends on, it doesn't really depend on the brand as much. I'll buy most of the Tommy Bahama, whatever the Tommy Bahama is, as long as it's got good graphics and things on it. But these other ones, I just buy for the content, whatever is on there. But it's nice. It says Aloha in Hawaii, and it's got the red like the sunset. Pretty. And it feels new. Here's another one of these marvelous Wrangler rodeo style shirts. That was 50 cents. Southwestern. And this is a 2X. That's a good size. And this one is a $5.69 Levi's shorts. So those go up pretty fast. These are $5.50. Another pair of those. Commercial break. Alright. Then, from the lady that I told you has the July 4th but didn't this time sale, I got a couple of ties. Like this one is the stock exchange type of stuff. Market data bank, indexes, all of that. That's kind of cool. So I got that. Paid $0.25 for that. I got this one because I thought it was funky and had kind of that Asian whatever look. It's a Bellini tie. I got it for $0.25 from the same lady. I got these for 50 cents. It's our favorite Nick and Nora. The little owls. These are a size small. Little owls. So that's, you know, that's a good $10. $10 item. I got this. And it's a scrub top. It's Star Wars. Okay, 50 cents for that. 50 cents, I think. My mom found this. I love going with somebody that knows what they're looking for. Or what I'm looking for. I like for her to go with me because she'll scout it out. She knows quality when she sees it. My mom likes to get a good price on stuff, but she found the little, this is brand new with tags and all that. And then, let's see, get it to work. Yeah, my grandkids will like that. Max will wear it out probably. I probably ought to keep it hidden. But I thought that was cute. I got $1 for him. And this is a 1979 Coca-Cola scarf, which is cute. Graphics on that is real cute. I gave $0.25 for that. And in another video, I think I showed some of these. I'm not sure. I believe I did. This one is from Geneva, Switzerland. It's one of the Rolex commemorative watches. You know what I mean. This is a spoon. So I don't know if they came. I haven't researched that far enough yet, but I've got several of them. You know, it's like 3 or 4, whatever it is, and I'll put this with it and just sell it in a lot to somebody. They're silver plate, but those are kind of cool. It's got the picture in the bowl, you know, and then it's marked back on the back. There's your brand and everything. So I don't know if they gave these out as a commemorative with the watch, or if that was just something that you could buy when you were in their store. I know that the other lady that I purchased some from, she traveled quite a bit, and she ended up having several of them, you know, from going there. So that's that one. And then last thing, I think from yard sales. Let's see. Yeah, I believe so. I found one more ugly Christmas sweater, which we like Snoopy, so he's not really ugly either. But that's just what they call him. And if you put that in your keywords, it'll pull them up, because that's what people are looking for. Just put ugly Christmas sweater. And then your description. But this is actually Snoopy and Friends brand. And it is a size medium. So that looks like a large medium. So I'll probably put in there that it runs kind of large. I gave $1 for that one. Then, when we went to the bin store, I got these things. And like I said, this is all in that 9.7. That and the bra, I think, is the only other item that was in there. Maybe one other item. But I got On Fire brand 2X shirt. It's got the New York, London, Paris, that type thing on it. Got a piece of fabric. It's a pillow fabric. And when I was square dancing, we had a lady that made my daughter one, and hers was like grays and things, but it was the same type of thing. We got her to do something in a circle on the back of her outfits and mine was black. Mine had the black and stuff, but it had all of this trim. It was the very same thing. So got that on each side, so somebody can make 2 pillows out of it, and I'm sure that they probably will. I'll just put in there Native American. You don't want to use the word Indian. But Native American can go. And I got this scrub top. This one is Rub-a-Dub, I think it says. Is that Rub-a-Dub or Hub-a-Dub? It almost looks like Hub-a-Dub, whatever it is. I can see it myself better here, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a scrub top. And not to be gross or anything, but when you go into the bin store or any type of situation, even in a Goodwill, you want to do the sniff test, because this is used in different situations, you know. And so if someone has gotten sick and the poor lady, you know, took it on, it'll end up there, and they don't wash those a lot of times, which I do not understand, but that doesn't get washed, you know, before it goes. A lot of times the medical type of stuff like that I'll throw in the washer anyway, even if it smells like it's been washed recently and all of that. It's just a good idea to do that. My mother found this. They played this at the Orpheum that was here in Memphis, Menopause, the musical, and I went, oh, I think I might keep that. It's kind of, you know, it's got some issues and things like that, but it's an extra large. It'll be big enough that I can just put it on and not have to worry about it getting too hot or anything like that. It'll be loose while I'm working in storage, which I usually am. So I'll probably keep that one. I got this. I think this is a Cato. It's Cato. Is it Cato or no? Kathy Lee. That's a Kathy Lee. It's floral and summery and all of that. And this one is a size 26 women's, which is an awesome size. Let's see that. And there's the Kathy Lee. And this is a Jade brand silk. Size probably a small. I'll probably have to measure it now. It's a large. But they're going to run smaller in these. It's just a nice little open jacket. It's got the little frogs on the front and frog closures on the front. It's real lightweight. See, something like this would, on a regular day, at $1.79 a pound, this is probably 25 cents, 30 cents, something like that. And I'll put probably $10 or $12 on it anyway, maybe a little bit more. Because I like to do it high and then make them feel like they're getting a bargain by coming down a whole lot. So, let's see. Another sweater. This is Carolina. And it is a size 22 women's. That is an ugly Christmas sweater. It'll probably get a lot of money, though. Then, found this. Dealing with stuff. Oh, fibers. Flying fibers. Alright, this is an Old Navy. And it is small, petite. It's just a cute little bandeau style top. Well, I found it in one. And then I dug around and like 3 or 4 aisles over or whatever, I found bottoms. So I was excited. Because I'll sell just the tops, but when I found the whole thing and they don't look bad, they're not in bad shape, they haven't been sat on the concrete and torn up or anything like that. But I will wash these. I usually wash these whether they look like they're clean or not. Those. This is similar to a little top, that plissé top. There was 2 of them that I have. I still have one in my eBay store at this time. I sold one last week, but this is the same type of fabric. It's a different brand. It's Dress Barn. And it is a large. You can see that. Large. It's cute and it's real lightweight. It's kind of like that other piece I showed you. It maybe cost $0.25 on a regular day, so it was half that, you know, when I went. So that was kind of cool. This is Lane Bryant. It's a 26-28, which is awesome size. Big sizes sell, especially if they're pretty. See, it's got just all of the color going on and the pretty, let me see, pretty skirt. I like the colors. Almost looks like ice cream sherbet colors. I took a chance on this. I'll have to go over it really, really well and make sure it doesn't look like any of the sequins are missing or anything like that. This is Bora brand. And it is a large. Let's back her up a little. It's got the cool little sleeve, little roughly sleeve. It's just a dance dress. Party! Somebody could wear that for Christmas or New Year's Eve. It's got the reds and blacks and silvers and all that. This is a pretty little thing. And it's really not that heavy. It's kind of lightweight. I'll say, well, that definitely will ship first class. So it's under a pound. So that means, you know, if it's under, let's say it's a pound, you know, so that didn't cost much. 90 cents. All right. Kato, large. This is pretty. It's got a pretty look. It's light enough weight that you could wear it now. But it's got the right colors that you could wear it like into the fall, early winter. It's kind of sheer right here. But it's covered more on the front, and then it's got the little lace trim. Theodore Giesel, aka Dr. Seuss. Found the Grinch. Naughty or nice. Those are, what size are these? They're an extra large, 40-42. I did the same thing on this swim top. I found one piece and then found the other piece later. Ties around the neck, ties around the back. Just a cute little, I don't know, let's see what brand. Is it Exhilaration? Kind of looks like it, yeah. Exhilaration. Brand, and it is a small. And it has the little bottoms that go with it. Here with ties. Another sweater. But this one's Halloween! So I wonder if I ought to put ugly Halloween sweater. Maybe. Maybe the ugly would draw some in. What do you think? Maybe. Because it's kind of ugly. But ugly sells. Alright, so that's another Studio extra large. Oh my gosh. My arms are still tired from going all through this the first time. Alright. DJ Jazz. Size 10. It's a real pretty plum. I don't know if it's going to show up. It looks more true purple here, but it's kind of a plum purple. It's got the pretty little side bow here. The rhinestone look. It's a halter. Just a cute little look to it. That'll be great for holidays. Or to wear around the house. Whatever. This one is someone. I can't tell who that is. Sorry, I can't read that myself. Diane, boo boo boo. Somebody. Collection. I can't tell who it is. I'd have to look it up. 100% silk. This is a petite. It's just the floral, the fruit. And I just thought for summer, we're still in summer, and people like that kind of thing. It's got really, really light shoulder pads, so it'll make it just kind of great. And let's see. Found a t-shirt from Miss Becky's shop, the Retro Hippie shop that I've got some things in. And this one is Roca Wear, size XL. Of course, they're usually marked on the back as well. And got two more. Scooby Dooby Doo. And these are actual Scooby Doo brand. Arms must be getting tired. I keep going for the bottom down there. 36, 38 large. And they're just nylon-y. And then the last item that I got was this BCBG. Size medium. This is pretty. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it up to where you can see it, but it's really pretty. It's got a tie back here on the back. And then the front, let's see if I can pull it around where you can see. The front just kind of hangs. It's just got a cute little look to it. Real pretty. This is real deep colors. I don't think it shows on there, but it's real deep green and then some teal, a little bit of teal that's in there in black. So it's pretty. I'm exhausted. So that's what I got at yard sales this time. I don't get to go to many yard sales. I really like to. Love to go every weekend, really. Every Friday, Saturday, sometimes on Sunday, I'll go to the second or third day of an estate sale or whatever. But the way that I've been working lately and different things like that, I've got a real commodity of time right now. So it doesn't always work out that way. And I guess the last thing I do is source there, just because I do have the availability of going to my estates at the end and being able to source. So I kind of have to kind of weigh that out and see, well, this is already here, so it's already sourced for me, and I've already been through it, and I know, about how much to offer my client on it, and usually they'll end up taking that because they don't want to fool with it anymore. They want somebody to take it out, and they'd rather give it to me. So the way that I do that, I think I've mentioned it on another video, but the way that I do that on the estates is try to sell everything, through a series of discounts and things like that. But then when it gets down to the end, I call in the buyout vendors, and whatever the buyout vendors put on an item or whatever, if it's certain things that I would be interested in, I'm going to make the same good faith offer, and then I take off my percentage, which is 35%. So that's where I get my discount, and it still pays my customer the same thing as any other vendor would pay. So it ends up being a win-win situation for everybody. But that's all I've got today. I will come back at some point in time with the jewelry haul and show you some more of those things once I can get it laid out to where I can show it a little bit better and get things separated out or whatever. If you see anything in any of the videos that I've got that you would be interested in, just let me know. You can contact me here on YouTube, and I also have a Facebook page. You just look under Got Junk in Our Trunk. Make sure it's Our Trunk, and it should pull us up. You'll see a happy face on there, and you'll know that that's our profile picture, and you'll be able to see that. Or also have the links located below, and you can contact me that way. I'll always be glad to sell something to somebody. It avoids those eBay fees, so we don't have a problem doing that. And yes, I can ship anything, so it doesn't really matter. If you're local to me, which I do have some local buyers here that have found things on YouTube and purchased that way, I'd be glad to do a meetup with you, no problem, on something like that. Hope you all have a great day. Please give me a thumbs up on my videos, and join me again for the next one. I'm working on a new estate starting Tuesday of this week, so I'm a little bit excited about it. We'll see what we find there, and I'll take you into that situation too. Hope everybody has a great rest of whatever you're doing today. Happy junking.